Hey, welcome back everybody. Today I'm painting the Deathmaster from Zombicide's Green Horde. So I started off by priming this miniature with Army Painter's Barbarian Flesh, and then I moved on to Fire Slayer Flesh, a contrast color from Citadel Colors, and this is for his skin. Alright, so the first base color I'm using is Yellow Ochre from Vallejo Model Colors Paint. And this is for his, what I found on Google, is a crude dress. Is what the barbarians used to wear back in the old Middle Ages. So, because I kept wondering, what is it I am painting? And it is called a crude dress. It's not a tunic, because a tunic would be bigger than this. Anyway, so yeah, Yellow Ochre is very yellow, but it comes out really nice when I put a tone on it later on. And then I actually move on to a dry brush technique for the skin, and I use Banshee Brown from Army Painter's War Paints. And again, the technique is that you take a bit of paint on a special kind of brush, wipe some off as much as possible on a paper towel, and then you gently brush it. But as you can see here, it comes out a kind of little too pale, even though his artwork is very pale. So I do come back later on and put another tone on top of it, which comes out perfectly. Now moving on to another contrast color by Citadel Paints. This is Black Templar, and I use this on the staff of his great axe. And as you can see, at some points it doesn't come out perfectly black the way I wanted it to, so then I just go over it again and it really gets the color I wanted. And once again, as I noticed before, I use Snakebite Leather from Contrast Colors Citadel. And again, this is one of my favorite ones. And I use this for his belt and the sheath of his dagger on his back. And then I use Vallejo's model color black for his hair, his eyebrows, and his mustache. And then I use Army Painter's Skeleton Bone. And this is, I think I use it on his teeth and possibly his eyes. And then I also use it, oh yeah, it's also on the little bone fragments on his necklace. And I also noticed he had a little bit of 2 skulls, I believe, on him hanging. I bet you they're ogre or orc skulls, I should say. And so I painted those as well. Then I use Army Painter's Wash Flesh Tone, and this is to go over the flesh where I did the highlights a while ago, and this comes out a lot better now. And then I use Army Painter's Dark Tone, and this is for a part of his axe blade, just because it's darker than the actual blade itself, so I found that this would match really well. This is from the this is not from the Abomination. This is Abomination Gourd from the Zombicide Black Plague War Paint set from Army Painter, and this is just for the straps on his great axe. And then I use Claymore Blade from the same War Paint set, so Zombicide Black Plague. And of course, this is for the Great Axe Blade, plain and simple. And also for the little blades around his hand grip thingy, I guess you could say. So instead of using a normal wash from Army Painter, I decided to use a contrast color from Citadel called Nazdreg Yellow, and this is for his crude dress. And after that, I will put some more highlights on his crude dress to bring out like the recesses, whatever pops out more, so it creates like a shading effect. You can see here I'm using the same yellow from the base a while ago, so that ochre yellow, and I'm just using a really nice dry brush from the Army Painter to get the highest points of it to create that shading effect. And since I've been doing a few bases lately, I decided to use some technical paint from Citadel called Agrellan Earth. And this looks like mud at first, but once it dries and the thicker it is, it creates huge cracks. And you'll see in a picture what it comes out like. And there he is, completed next to his picture, and I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.